It's a disease that spares no one, but it is seen to prefer children because it is caused by poor hygiene and sanitation, an issue that is tricky to observe among children. It is a serious, highly infectious disease caused by a bacteria called Salmonella typhi.
Salmonella typhi is a human pathogen which enters the body through eating or drinking contaminated food or water, contaminated with the human body wastes, feces.
Just as it is easy to contract a typhoid infection due to poor hygiene, its prevention is equally simple.
To prevent typhoid, you simply need to provide clean drinking water. Because if you can provide clean drinking water, number one, you will have dealt a blow to typhoid. Number two is simple hygiene. Observing simple hygiene like washing your hands after visiting the toilets or before eating with water and soap.
However, considering that clean water and proper sanitation is still a mirage for many people in Kenya, particularly in the slums and rural areas, a vaccine is now being recommended for children and all food handlers. A jab is said to be protective for up to 3 years.
But typhoid is not just a poor man's disease, is it?
Typhoid is a disease that can catch anybody. Who works in the big hotels in our country or anywhere in the world? Who are the waiters and who are the people serving the food? Where do they live?
Dr. Mwangi says the bacteria causing typhoid produces byproducts that are toxic. These toxins can lead to shock.
What we fear most is what we call intestinal perforation, whereby the bacteria poke holes into the intestine.
When intestines begin to leak their contents, doctors regard that as a serious condition that should be treated as an emergency.
I must emphasize that typhoid is a serious disease. It's a severe disease. You cannot be walking around claiming that you have typhoid and you are walking around. When you have the disease, you will be so sick. You will have such high fever. You will have such body aches that you will go to the hospital.
It is one invasive disease that causes havoc in the body. Once the bacteria causing it establishes in the body, it enters the bloodstream and can form pus in the blood, a condition known as septicemia.
When a germ or a bacteria is present in blood, it means that wherever the blood goes, it may take this bacteria along with it, which means that you may also have meningitis due to typhoid. You may also have pneumonia due to typhoid. You may also have infection of the bones.
Without treatment, these complications may lead to death. Fortunately, typhoid is treatable by use of antibiotics.
But if you do not adjust your living habits by having access to clean drinking water, by observing hygiene, you can easily be reinfected. So we actually find that sometimes people are on treatment, but they are not even improving. And part of the reason is because they are swallowing the tablets or the antibiotic with contaminated water.
When infected with typhoid, a patient will lose appetite, experience general muscle aches, fluctuating fever, diarrhea, constipation, and vomiting. The symptoms generally resemble those of malaria.
I need to caution that people should not go straight to the laboratory to check whether they have typhoid. First of all, people should go and see a clinician who will then send them to the laboratory. This is because the diagnosis of typhoid is not very easy.
To be safe from this serious infectious disease transmitted through food, doctors simply say if you can't peel it or cook it, leave it. Sylvia Chebet for Sunday Live.
Own employer. Come on, get going!